Batman.
All right, everybody out there in TV land, here in Bridgeport, Connecticut, at the Downtime TV HQ, it's Screen Time!
And what is up? Oh, you motherfucking what is up, everybody? You are tuned in to Screen Time.
What just happened?
Episode 201. I am your hostess of the mostest over here, Tony. And producer for the day, we got Manny over there on the table, dude. Happy Alumni Weekend, Manny.
Alumni Weekend, baby. We got a show before the actual show.
A show before your show, dude. Manny
Yeah.
is watching his friend get an award.
An award, man.
His alumni friend.
He is an alumni.
We are
alumni.
Alumnus.
Alumni.
Alumnus is
Alumni.
alumnus is
I don't know.
singular?
Sure.
I think so. Comment off rip, let's go. We had two comments actually. Josh P says, yo, back at it again.
Boom, boom.
Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white vans. And we also have Pink Crystal here says, comeback, question mark? Comeback from NYU to act in Riverdale was his comeback.
Well, you're talking about
Cole Sprouse obviously
Cole
making a comeback
Sprouse
here with Lisa Frankenstein. I mean, I watched a little bit of Riverdale.
Never got into it.
I mean, yeah, I know because you're big on if it gets past. I think it had 7 seasons. Dude. It must have had like 5 to 7 seasons.
I think I tried it. I think I need to try it again.
I know. I wouldn't say it's a comeback for Cole Sprouse. I mean, I don't know. Dude. I mean, again, like we look at what he's done since. Like,
pop a picture of him up because I don't even know.
Cole Sprouse, Big Daddy kid.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh.
The kids. Cole Sprouse, Cole and Dylan.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Good for him.
Zach and Cody, sweet
Zach
life,
and Cody,
dude. Yeah,
sweet
no, he's
life.
doing great, dude. He's great.
No,
He looks
that makes
great.
sense.
He's having a phenomenal body of work right now that he's working on right now.
Yeah,
but
man.
I just feel like
Good for him to get out of the kids stuff.
Yeah.
And be able to jump because he was also in Friends too. I forgot he was Ross's
hot
kid.
second, yeah.
Yeah. Not bad. I like it. So Riverdale was his little it's like his new intro into acting.
Yeah.
Because kids acting is
totally different.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm totally happy for him, but I think again we're gonna watch this trailer for Lisa Frankenstein because it is like I watched it yesterday.
Yeah.
Just because I was, I had some time.
You were intrigued.
I was doing some more research for today's episode. Because he's just a big Halloween guy. And it's just like at first I kind of thought like this movie is gonna be absolute dog shit, but then there was like this one scene. I was like, ooh,
little
like
twinkle of
this is kind of cool.
light at the end of the tunnel type thing. Like, okay.
And I'm down with it. I thought I was literally able to be like, I'm not even gonna fucking show this trailer on the show. But now we're doing it, dude.
I love those surprises.
Yeah, no, I like those surprises too. And I wasn't gonna do it first, but I guess we're gonna do it first now.
We
At this
might
point,
have to,
right?
I mean, we're already talking.
So Lisa Frankenstein. Let me get it up here.
Get it up,
You're gonna have
Tony.
it,
Get it up, all right,
dude. I have no problem getting it up. See how quick this happened, dude.
That looks funky and 80s like.
Yes, dude. No, it is very funky in 80s, and it's gonna be in theaters for Valentine's Day.
Oh, perfect.
I know it's kind of funny because it is like you would think a scare. It's not scary. It seems like it's kind of funny, maybe a little scary, a little bit weird, a little different.
Nice.
But let's get into it. Valentine's Day in theaters, probably a good date thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But let's look at it. Date.
Yeah.
Rolex date.
Day.
There's a young man. I talked to him. I wish I was with you.
Stay with me here.
That's really weird, Lisa.
I'm the greatest God created. Power tripping on the mission.
Taffy says it's a waste of time to try and fix a boy. It's better just accept a guy's flaws. Oh, that's so cute. I can't do that. Not until we bury the body.
There is no turning back now. I can't be saved. And in the next
hope this goth phase ends soon.
All right, Manny. What did you think? You know already what I kind of think about it. I said, what do you?
I want to know what part was that? What part tipped you over on it being good?
When they have to kill people to get him more body parts. I think that's a cool concept. Why you think it's gonna be trash?
No, I love these type of movies.
Right?
I love these weird ass movies because they're fucking original.
Dude, exactly. It's very original. I love the look of it, and also
it does have a cool look.
Yeah.
That neon-y,
Mhm.
80s
Very 80s,
vibe
yeah.
and stuff. She reminds me of Winona Ryder.
she does a little bit, right?
She gives me
Yeah, I like
Winona
that.
Ryder vibes from
Mhm.
like her
Scissorhands.
Actually, Edward Scissorhands was the exact thing that popped into
Maybe
mind
even
at first.
Beetlejuice.
A little bit of Beetlejuice. She was a little too young, I think, in Beetlejuice.
Yeah, and then what
Actually, no, because she was young in Edward Scissorhands.
and then it's Sleepy Hollow too. She was in.
Yeah,
was that Christina Ricci? I think that's
no, that was Christina Ricci, I think. But no, it's cool. It looks cool. I like the idea. I like it. Again, like you said, it's not a full horror movie. There's some comedy in there. And it's gonna be some cheesy comedy, but I think it's cheesy comedy that we know is cheesy and they know is cheesy. That's why it's
gonna be fun. Yeah, exactly.
A little bit more lighthearted.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's a zombie. It's a Frankenstein.
Right. It is
like,
Frankenstein.
yeah.
That's what it is. And also, I don't know. I think it'll be like pretty surprisingly violent from what I'm getting.
I mean,
you
that
know?
was also a cool part. Like the minute I saw him like raise the
and
when
axe.
you see her with it too, you're like, ooh, like it was. There's a movie called Mr. Right. I think I've told you about it. It's with it's
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick. Yeah.
But it's that type of concept. It's like the innocent girl meets the bad boy.
Yeah,
or the different. But it's visual. Like he in Mr. Right, he's an assassin. He's a reverse assassin.
Right.
You know,
He kills the people
that hire him to
Yeah,
kill somebody else because he got sick and tired of being the hitman. But she's in love with it, and she's so crazy herself, which seems like this girl is like
Crazy.
They match. They match
exactly,
perfectly.
dude.
So I'm with you. I think it's gonna be a fun one.
And also, the director Zelda Williams is Rob Williams' daughter, which I find to be very interesting.
Very.
I think that's really cool.
The guy, it's directed by the guy who did Jennifer's Body. Jennifer's Body is actually a funny, like, good movie.
And also really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
that's kind of like the whole thing. He likes to marry that horror with like comedy and sarcastic, dark humor, which is awesome. That's what I love. So it makes sense.
Let's go. We're on the train.
Do it.
Valentine's Day. You and I,
you
baby.
and me, Valentine's Day.
Lisa
Get my
Frankenstein,
wife.
dude. Yes. She's gonna love the movie. I feel like she would very much be down with the movie.
Forget our kids, leave them at home.
Forget the kids. Yeah. Uncle Tony can watch the kids, I guess.
No, Tony. No. You have to watch this with me. No, but I'm excited. That's gonna be a good one. When is February 14th?
I think the 9th it said it comes out,
9th?
and I'm sure that 5 days later is
Boom,
Valentine's
shebang,
Day. So
bang,
shebang bang in the movie theater, Valentine's bang.
Well, it's
bang
funny.
day.
Quick little thing I just read too, and it's funny because it's only really has to do with 2024. Is that if the studios made a remark that if they don't figure something soon
for the actors,
they said if they don't figure something soon, they're gonna wait until 2024 to renegotiate, which is tough. That's 2 months plus Christmas month without work. They haven't had work in over 4 months now.
That's not good, dude.
It's a shitty situation. It's
for the holiday.
It's a pretty fucked up situation too.
Yeah.
It's like especially like I heard Ford. I think they made a deal with their union.
Really,
Ford Cars,
Motor Company.
Ford Motor Company.
Yeah.
Yep. So I believe they own, and only they right now are the ones that actually get it. But they say that once one car company does
they
it,
all
the next
come.
but I think that's kind of like it. I don't know how it's going to be with those actors, man. I think studios will definitely hold out and are going to try to be a little bit more pushy over it.
You know what's holding it up?
I actually have no idea.
No idea.
No, because there's so many things.
Little details.
There's so many details that they're trying, especially when it comes to the actor. The actors are making so much money. I know some of them are making them off of Netflix and stuff, but they have to figure that in. And it's really also because of the fact that the studios just don't want to lose money anymore. And they want, they're greedy. When we see the stuff that was asked and the fact that they're not going to deliver that with some of the people, like it blows my mind.
Because it's really not that.
It's really not
crazy
that big. And usually it's
for.
Such a small percentage of what they bring in
that
they would have to give up. to cover, which is just
always
it's,
tough.
It sucks.
It's so stupid, honestly.
But I know it's not fully related, but it's nice to see that some unions are starting to get what they need. You know, the writers got their stuff now. Ford's got their stuff. So there's people holding out still, and we're gonna see what happens. But I mean, I don't know about you, but it's been tough. Like we're seeing kind of a few new things being done.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible just got pushed to 2024. I think we talked about that last.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Or 2025. Sorry.
Yeah, 25.
2025. This acting things goes. We're not gonna have movies next year.
I know. And it's like, dude, especially for something like Mission Impossible,
Yeah.
like part 1 just like came out, dude. Like you gotta hurry up.
You're gonna
with part
wait
2.
another.
Like
Well,
people are gonna
usually-
forget about it though.
Forget it. Luckily, they shoot most of the stuff together to make it
Right.
But still, it's
Seamless,
gonna be. You
but-
can't have 2 years already. It's gonna
Yeah,
be, and then it's gonna be. If anything happens,
be-
it could be longer.
I mean,
Like
not good.
yeah, and it's not even just that. It's the whole movie. I haven't found
Mm-hmm.
good stuff to watch.
Neither have I.
New movies haven't really come out that are great. I'm speechless because I
Yeah.
don't know where it's going anymore.
Mhm.
Like, is it going to just be web stuff? Are we just going to be sticking to YouTube now? Because that's all I'm watching.
I mean, that's been the bulk of what I'm watching
Yeah.
too.
And then when the strike for the writers were, the big thing was all the old shows. So
Yeah.
that's why Suits got so big.
So funny.
You know, the writers' strike was going on. And
I don't know
there
how
was
anyone watches that show,
7 seasons of it. I watched the first like 4, and after that, I was like, I'm done, dude. It's too much. There's like, it's just so repetitive. But I understand why people watch it because of that. They feel like, and it's kind of like over dramatized drama.
Because it follows that guy who's not a real lawyer, right?
Yeah,
And the firm that he's now working with.
but like throughout the season, like there's so many things that happen. Like, because it got to a point, at least for me, I think in like the 3rd season, maybe 2nd, I forget because it was a while ago. But like you get to a point where like, all right, that gimmick is starting to
old.
get fucking old.
Yeah.
Like there's so many
And
things that are happening that
I always see like scenes on TikTok and stuff.
yeah.
And that freaking bald dude who's just
Oh,
like,
dude, he's the worst. And that's the thing. He
Can't even look at
plays
him.
that character so well
Mhm.
that you fucking despise him.
I do. I hate him.
You despise him as an actor. You think that he is that person. It's like the
Yeah.
same thing that happened with like Jeremy Piven with Ari Gold.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
people
yeah.
think that that's all he is.
Yeah.
This guy, Rick Hoffman.
Yeah. Rick
Oh
Hoffman.
my God. Rick Hoffman, he has that face of someone that you fucking hate.
Yeah. You want to punch him in the face multiple
He is
times.
that businessman. But it also it gives a lot to the fact
Yeah.
that he's a great actor.
I
And he
know.
can bring that out of you. Like he's got, I don't mean to sound mean, he's got that little rat face, his eyes are a little squinty, it's just kind of like he has this look of just like you said, like he actually looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah. But here,
Here you want to punch him in the face. You're like, that's
Yeah.
the guy that I hate. That's the business guy that I hate.
how
Like,
dare he?
so I don't know, man. Wow. That's
interesting.
interesting. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with all this shit. But let's hope that we can get some gentlemen.
Right? With the tails and
Yeah,
the
hold
coat,
on.
dude.
Jump on our comments real quick.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, you're good.
We got 2 comments here from, oh my God, dude. Brian Barbie's a gentleman. 5 minutes on Posh,
Posh
Spice,
Spice.
dude. I was explaining to
Does
him.
anybody have? Can we put a counter up? 5 minutes.
Hey, counter, 5 minutes.
5
Posh
minutes,
Spice,
that's it.
Victoria Beckham, the Porsche, dude.
Tell me what was his information that he wanted to know about this? Because he said he liked the Beckham doc.
He liked the
right? Is this
doc.
where this is coming from?
Yeah. So we talked a little bit about it earlier this week because
Yeah.
obviously we mentioned it on Tuesday. And I mean, he liked the doc because he didn't really know much about Beckham's story.
Yeah.
And Brian, he loves like the celebrity couple, the cheating scandal, the potential divorce. Like Brian lives for that, dude.
Got him.
I mean, obviously Victoria Beckham is great. And I think
was she your favorite Spice Girl?
No.
Who was yours?
Ginger Spice.
Oh yeah, all day,
all day, all white,
all
all
day for the rest.
and
of
even
my life.
Sporty Spice was kind of cool too.
I wasn't a sporty.
Um,
I'm a Sporty Spice girl now.
Yeah,
She looks great.
she's
now,
amazing,
But I
dude.
wasn't into that. And I wasn't really into Baby Spice. She was a little too annoying for me.
yeah,
Too bubbly.
I can't. No, thank you.
And Scary Spice was just
Scary
too
Spice
scary
was
for
always
me.
just
too much energy.
And
Too
I didn't get her shtick. Scary.
She's not scary.
Scary. You don't
Yeah,
scare
no.
me. Like everyone
No.
else, like stuck to their name.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway,
Ginger, God.
but this is funny because I was explaining Brian this, and he goes,
Yeah.
"What are you, like, part of their fan club, dude?" And I was like,
Dude, it's like they were
a big deal
huge.
growing up."
Yeah. Spice World, dude.
Spice World, the movie,
The movie, yeah.
sick movie, dude.
Fucking
But he, I think we looked up. I think it was on the sports where we looked up Victoria Beckham now.
Yeah. I mean, she's an older woman now.
The Botox, dude.
You
it's not-
yeah, you can tell.
yeah,
It's
not
always by the if you look at the hands, that's where you see some shit.
great. Yeah, the hands when you see the oh yeah,
age
because
go
who gets
by.
Botox in their
The
hands?
hands, yeah.
No one.
And you see how old someone is through that. But I mean,
Yeah.
again,
This is fine.
I personally think that doc really kind of let you in with her too, as much as you did with
yeah.
Beckham, because she talked, man.
Mhm.
She and it was really it's always interesting. The reason why the celebrities like
Mhm.
couples are always fun to watch and people love is because you're seeing the inner workings of
Right.
these superstars, these
And
people.
and their lives
Yeah,
are
and
so
again,
crazy.
She's also not just a wife.
No, exactly. She's
Spice
on
Girl.
tour while
Yeah.
he's playing in Spain.
Yeah.
Like it's not
Like,
like
I
they
don't wanna-
lived crazy lives.
I don't want to
dude.
put this way, but like these days, Kelsey and fucking Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
that's the style it was back in the day when they were young.
Yeah. When do they see each other?
Fucking
You
I
don't know.
I don't know. Dude, Taylor Swift like runs the world. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, yeah. She's billionaire
She's
now.
fucking especially with the movie that came out, and she's still raking money off that.
Ridiculous how much money she makes.
Genius, and one of the most smart artists by re-recording her stuff so she can have.
Yeah, her own rights to her
Yeah.
own stuff.
And I didn't realize I was actually listening to Snoop Dogg on a podcast, and after 3 years, I think you can do that with all your music. There's like a certain a length,
like a statute of limitations sort of deal.
that you can re-record your songs and own your music. So it's pretty like that again. More watching of YouTube and watching of like more
Right.
documentary stuff because of the fact there's no fucking good movies. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm finding all this information about the music industry now, so I'm like
Mhm.
listening in. Been listening to a lot of Rick Rubin, and he has a podcast too.
Rick
with-
Rubin does, really?
Yeah, they have
Wow.
a podcast where he talks with a bunch of people, certain celebrities. I just listened to like Pharrell and who's the other one, Kendrick Lamar, and him talk, and it's like it's very interesting
That's cool.
to hear them talk. But the industries, the record industry, the movie industry, the studio, like it's some scam artists in there.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what
I
I
can
mean? Like,
imagine.
and it sucks. It sucks because we're the people that are enjoying the art aren't getting that art.
Mm-hmm.
So
Gotta get that art, baby.
gotta get the art, baby.
But moving on here, as Brian has failed to give us 5 minutes on Posh Spice, honestly. I mean, I don't know, man. I never really liked Posh Spice.
She always
begin
seemed
with,
to be
dude.
like the little bitchy one that no one wants to touch.
She was too like highbrow.
very
everyone,
proper.
dude. Yeah.
Very
The
proper.
daddy with the Rolls Royce. We've heard the story.
Yeah, that was funny.
I mean, it is. Like, I know they didn't really say yes or no to it, but he cheated on it, right?
I don't fucking, dude. I have no clue, dude. Truthfully, like, I don't think that some of these guys have the time
Mhm.
sometimes to even think about this shit. Like, Beckham was about winning, you know. Like, there's
Yeah.
certain ones, but again, I mean, shit, Kobe.
Dude, the temptation.
You know, the temptations are always there.
Yeah.
Um,
You remember in the doc when someone asked him, like, straight up,
Yeah.
you feel like you're missing out on all these women because you're married?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, it's definitely a thought.
It's a stuff, but you're also married to Posh Spice, like the Spice.
I know, but that
Girls.
makes it worse, wouldn't you think? Because she's on tour,
It's a-
she's away, she has temptations. I guess it might be kind of different for a woman, but
Well, it's also a group. You know, they're always together. I don't fucking know.
yeah, that makes it worse though. Like a girl out with her single
Partying,
friends,
yeah.
partying, they're not married.
I don't know.
Ooh.
From the doc, the fact that he was traveling like 3 hours to spend 15 minutes with her,
I know. I mean, dude, honestly,
they made it feel like
they
it was
did.
very like.
But then the cheating happened
And
after
the-
that.
but that was like, yeah. I mean, dude, it's also soccer, European football.
Right. What's your point?
Like the fans try any which way to get you off of your game. Media, they'll put stuff up like fans are crazy. They will
Right.
find out things and they will try to get it out to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Because what's better than you having a shitty day on match day versus our team?
Yeah, you're totally right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and then Spain, dude, they're even more into their football. You know, like
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past anybody to be like, yo, they just said that because I mean you heard the
Mm.
chant.
I heard the chant.
The what did you
Posh
say?
Spice.
70,000.
Like 75,000 people, and like I'm sitting there next to my mom.
Yeah, and they're yelling that, so you can imagine that they will have no problem trying to find a way to get into his head.
Yeah,
So, but we'll see.
That's crazy.
We're
Crazy.
never. I don't think we're
Yeah.
ever gonna find out. Nor, truthfully, do I give a shit.
right.
Whatever they do, they do.
Whatever they do, they do. If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
I must break you.
I would break.
Josh B commenting, ha 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 ha, Posh. Oh, double B. And O'Brien, dude. Gotta watch out for him. He's a sneaky guy.
I know he throws in these little things for us
Posh
to
Spice.
really think about.
Oh, Posh Spice. He throws in these things to think about, you said. It's so funny. All right, moving on here. Here's our next and final trailer actually for the day. This one I'm super stoked about. Because it seems to be kind of crazy, actually. So the next movie is called Freud's Last Session. And it is based on a play by the same name, which is entirely fiction, by the way. It was made up, even though it
uses
puts real people.
Yeah.
So Sigmund Freud, obviously.
Sigmund Freud.
This puts him, I guess, in the latter part of his career, right? He's older now. Meets the author C.S. Lewis, right?
Lewis, okay.
Who Narnia, Chronicles of Narnia, Language of Wardrobe, as well as other things, right?
Got it.
But Sigmund Freud is a big like
Is he
logic
full
guy.
He's a psychologist.
Yeah,
right?
psychiatrist. And he's full on like logic, universe, not necessarily belief in God.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe in God.
Yeah.
And then you have C.S. Lewis, who, if anyone's read Language and Wardrobe, the whole thing, there's religious themes everywhere. He's a very godly man.
Reasons why.
Okay.
I watched it.
It's a great movie, though.
I know, I've heard.
Even if you put the God stuff away, because you really, if you don't know, you really wouldn't. It's not like Aslan's like, I am God, you are my people.
Yeah,
like,
let's part the seas.
Right,
Where's
right.
the burning bush?
It's all euphemisms and symbolism and stuff. And if you don't, it's not like in your face about it.
Symbolism.
Simba. But so they put basically them two in this room. The play is very clean cut in the room. Obviously, the movie gets more different aspects in it because it's cinema here.
Of course.
But it basically puts them into a debate about their beliefs and what is, I guess, right at the end of the day, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But this movie seems pretty cool. I forget who directs it. I don't think anyone's special.
Hey,
But
they're all
well, they're all special. It's someone who like has directed a movie that's something like this, that's like our existence in question sort of deal. So I
Like
see
the
the
Tree
theme
of
in his
Life.
movies, something like that. But Anthony Hopkins plays Freud, which is sick.
Sounds about right.
And then I think the guy is Michael Goode, who plays C.S. Lewis.
Okay.
He was in Watchmen.
Got it.
He was the smartest man alive. That guy. You remember what I'm talking about? In Watchmen? Watchmen?
Should be me, but whatever. We're just gonna keep that.
You kidding me? What's the guy who's obsessed with Egypt and stuff?
Yeah, I don't remember this.
Watchmen?
Yeah, no, I wasn't really into Watchmen.
Are you serious, Manny?
Yeah, I never got into it. I watched
What?
it. I think I watched it one time in the background. Not really in. Maybe I need to just pay more attention.
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I know. Again, I have not been the biggest fan of Zack Snyder either. It just hasn't, like, again, he hasn't.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. Which ones? What are your favorite Zack Snyder movies?
Watchmen is definitely my top one.
Okay.
Obviously, all his movies are kind of like that.
That's
300 is the same deal. You have Wonder Woman 2.
Wonder Woman. I can't stand.
Not even the first one, though?
Nope.
The first one I thought was so good.
Nope.
300?
300, yeah. I mean, 300 also was like this revolutionary movie of green screen.
Yeah.
Like all this cool shit.
That's where he started that slow-mo speed ramping.
Like, a lot of really, like, I mean, that
Yeah.
movie's great. But I think it's more than just the directing that really got
No,
it
yeah,
for
it
me,
is.
so.
It's Leonidas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gerard Butler as
Yeah,
that. And
definitely.
again, the scenes, like you said, the ramping of the kicks and stuff, and these guys flying through the air and this crazy slow-mo feeling, like it was awesome. But
Yeah.
like Justice League, his version was better.
His version was way better.
But it's a fucking 4.5 hours?
Yeah.
Way too long.
The first
Never
Man of
gonna
Steel
watch
he
it
did.
again.
Army of the Dead.
First Man of Steel,
First Man of Steel was really good. It was like the best Superman movie to date.
yeah, I guess.
At that time, I mean, think about it. How many times they botched Superman? You know?
Trust me, I know, I get that part, but it still didn't do it for me. Like, I don't know.
Batman versus Superman kind of sucked.
Sucker Punch, yes.
Wow, Sucker Punch.
I enjoyed
really
Sucker
good.
Punch. Dawn of the Dead, I didn't mind it.
Yeah. We have music here.
Music videos. So yeah, so for me, he's just not my style, I don't think.
That's crazy. But like, I
Army
mean,
of
but
the
Watchmen
Dead,
is such a
though. Army
tremendous
of the
story.
Dead, I
Watchmen,
did
Army of the Dead
like.
was good. Yeah. Batista.
But again, it was the same. Like, I watched that, and then I watched Justice League, and it's just, like you said, the same style.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm just like, and the same types of shots that he uses, which is, you see it with a lot of directors. Michael Mann has his own stuff.
Ron Howard does.
Ron
too.
Howard has his own stuff. What's his face has Tarantino has fucking 17 different things that he always does.
Yeah.
But I think the difference is, like, Tarantino separates it in every movie in a way and blends it in with the story that's going. I feel like these things are just thrown in there every single time. And I'm just
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
like, and also for me too, unfortunately, Superman, Batman,
not good.
These versions I just don't like.
Yeah, they're not.
I don't think it's just the type. It's just the type that I don't like. That's all.
Sucker Punch was a really weird movie.
Sucker Punch, but I liked it too because it was like that movie's straight comic book.
Yeah.
Like, and weird comic book, and you get some really stuff that I hadn't seen.
Yeah, no, it's very true, and not so known comic book.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like
so
everyone knows Man of Steel.
And also, sometimes I go on these like leading woman trips, dude. Like,
oh yeah, dude.
There have been some
when it's done right. I mean, Quentin Tarantino is a perfect example of having a leading.
But
woman,
not even that.
Great,
even
dude.
some of the new stuff that they're like these side movies that no one ever talks about. But it's like these strong female leads doing some crazy stuff, just like Kill Bill. And if it wasn't for it, I think something like Kill Bill, you wouldn't get these. At least you wouldn't have.
I mean, Tarantino, I don't know if you've ever seen the interview when he's getting yelled at by some film critic woman on the news.
Yeah.
About the violence of Kill Bill.
Yeah.
And he's like this is supposed to empower like women. Like, he's like, like I want teenage girls to go see this movie to be empowered by like a female warrior, like taking revenge in her own hands, you know, like
her fight with the
Lucy Liu.
No, well, fuck yeah, the Lucy Liu fight. The one I always remember is with
Daryl Hannah,
Vanessa Williams.
Oh, in the house,
in
the house, with the kid.
Like two women,
dude.
Strong women. One's a mom, and they're having this crazy
fight.
Oh,
it's so cool.
It's so good, and both of them are like top notch with everything. And it was again, that's it's people trying to fucking bring up problems that don't need to be.
Literally, dude.
Yeah, of course it's gonna be violent, but guess what? It's a different type of violence.
He goes, that's what revenge is. There's gonna be collateral damage. It's not gonna go the way you want it.
Exactly.
Jan.
Damn
is what he says.
Jan.
Yeah. It's so good, dude.
Nice. Ooh, Planet of the Dead in development. Interesting.
That's gonna be pretty interesting. I don't know if that's related to Army of the Dead.
Planet of the Dead is another
different.
Look it up. There might be like an old school Planet of the Dead.
This is Doctor Who episode.
No,
I think it is an Army of the Dead sequel.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Did you ever watch the other one that has the guy that's the locksmith? Not the locksmith, but the safe cracker.
Safe cracker.
So there's Army of the Dead, and then there's another one that's like a side movie of it. Hold on, go down to Army of the Dead and the cast real quick. Click on that kid, Matthias. Yep. And Army of Thieves.
Oh.
So this is another great movie, and it shows him. And
is it a prequel?
No, it's like his origin story almost.
Oh, okay, cool. So it is pre-Army of the Dead, I guess.
Supposedly, I guess, but it's really good.
No shit, dude.
Yeah. So it's like them trying to bust into like the toughest
that's awesome.
Safe, and it's like this crew and stuff, but I'm almost positive like it directly relates with.
Yeah, it must be because obviously he's in it. I'm pretty sure she's in Army of the Dead too, right?
I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember now. Is she? I don't know.
Oh, that movie is so long ago.
Yeah, but yeah, it's again. I like the
Maybe not.
Osama movies.
Yeah,
I love that Chris D'Elia got fucking taken off of it.
I know, so crazy, dude.
But yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
couple more comments actually. Josh B says, and that battle could easily spin off with the daughter
Yeah,
seeing mom
yeah.
dead. Oh my god, yeah, really. And she becomes the assassin to kill assassins.
Yep. Or her and Bebe battle it out.
The two daughters all grown up.
Yeah.
Josh B, big Tarantino guy.
Loving it.
Love Tarantino, dude. But anyway, I don't know how we got sidetracked there.
Powerful women.
Powerful women. Sigmund Freud, he
Sigmund
loves
Freud.
powerful women,
Yes.
specifically moms.
Yes.
His
Freudian.
mom.
His mama. He loves his mama.
Right? What are they? That's called a Freudian complex? No, Oedipus.
Oedipus.
Oh wait, yeah, no. But Freud talked about that, didn't he?
Yeah, it's very Freudian.
Because
like, your
Oedipus was the Greek.
Oedipus Rex.
Oedipus Rex was the Greek god guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he's using that as an
Who stabbed
example.
his eyes out.
Yeah. Crazy Greek mythology.
Yeah, I was gonna say that that style is very like Socrates. Like, there's I forgot which book it is. It's a famous book with Socrates. It's called
The Odyssey and the Iliad.
No. It's talking about
Allegory of the
philosophy.
Cave.
No, damn, you got some good ones going on.
Yeah, I took philosophy in college.
No,
dude.
it was literally just them talking, and it's like they just wrote down everything that they talked about. And it's like them in the circles and them talking about philosophical shit.
Yeah.
And like, if this happens and this happens, but if this happens with this happens, does this make sense? Like,
Yeah.
it's the most like crazy thing to like sit and watch because it's really has to be all dialogue. It has to be all like that importance of like getting that information in there. So these type of movies are always like really deep and cool, but I don't know how well it hits with large audiences because people don't want to sit there and have to understand, or like, because a lot of people don't understand philosophy.
It's hard.
Not having an answer is
fine.
It drives people crazy.
Yeah.
Like my brother fucking can't stand it. He cannot. He had a class and he just didn't understand. I understood it way more than he did. It's just like it. So I don't think it's gonna do that well, but I'm very excited to see like kind of what it, and it has fucking
Anthony Hopkins.
Like, and it sounds like it's a subject that he would be.
Yeah, I don't care like what you think about philosophy though. Anthony Hopkins, he's that again, like it's the classic like general rule in film where it's like if you have some guy who needs to explain a bunch of shit. You get the old veteran actor who knows what he's doing, and you put him in that role. Alec Guinness, Star Wars: New Hope, what's up? Worked for him. Anthony Hopkins here. Freud.
I mean, dude, Anthony Hopkins also. What was the last thing that I saw him in? Was probably Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah,
right.
He did something recently that was good when he's like a dad who has Alzheimer's.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It was pretty intense. I forgot the name of it though. I had it on the background when I watched it because of whatever.
Again, one of those moments.
Yeah, well, I was just you try to do things.
A lot of things. Not enough time in the day.
But also, there was a movie. It's called Fracture.
Yeah. I just watched it.
You just watched it?
I watched it like
that movie
2 months ago.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I want to say in high school.
Yeah,
it put me on to Ryan Gosling. I was like, bro, Gosling is the fucking man in this movie, and that
dude.
movie was great, dude. The suspense, the crime, the courtroom drama.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, and fucking Gosling.
He represents
dude.
himself. Is that
he represents himself, and he like literally commits the perfect murder.
Yeah.
Because his wife was cheating on him with a cop, and the cop was there, so anything he said, the testimony was all mistrial, thrown out, and all of a sudden, all the evidence that Ryan Gosling had, thrown out of the court. And Ryan Gosling was like this hotshot lawyer who was like on his way to be a partner, just got thrown this case, just like, oh, just do it. It's a shirt. He confessed, whatever.
And homeboy's just like talking to
and
him.
He's just picking him apart, dude. And it's like, oh,
it's good. It's great,
dude. It's a great movie. Very underrated. I feel no one talks about it.
Yeah, it's probably a timing thing. Probably when it came out.
So,
I wonder. There's got to be other movies.
No, it's not Fractured.
It's Fracture. Yeah,
Fracture.
Right there. Yeah.
07.
Yeah.
I know. I must have seen it in like 2010.
Yeah.
Fucking Optimus.
I watched. Yeah, like I said, I watched it a few months ago.
So good. You can watch it now on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
72% Rotten Tomatoes.
It's like that's. I mean, for Rotten Tomatoes, that's a pretty good score.
That is pretty good. And it's this guy who
Yeah.
I don't know what
Primal
he's
Fear
directing.
was good.
Never saw it.
Untraceable.
Yeah.
Hearts Were. I never watched that.
Yeah, Hearts War. It's like we got some Bruce Willis action.
Brucey Bruce.
Brucey Bruce boy.
Wait, is that Frequency? Like the one with the
Oh yeah,
Dad and the Son doesn't look like the.
This one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. That's a good.
I know
movie.
that guy.
That movie was crazy when it first
What
happened.
if Dennis Quaid,
Yeah.
Jim Caviezel?
So weird that you can talk to your dad over the radio.
Yeah. I never saw this.
It's not the greatest, but it's a good movie. You know what I mean? Like it's
Michael
a good movie.
Cera. Wow.
Yeah, when he was young. All these movies. I mean, you got to remember too. It's like back in the day, there were so many good movies being made.
I know, dude.
You know,
they
like-
really do get lost. I
like
mean, this
the-
is the year 2000
Yeah,
too.
some movies get lost because there were
Yeah.
so many fucking good movies. I forget there was a meme showing like the box office of one year, and it was like Jurassic Park. It was like I forget what it was like 4 huge blockbuster movies.
that barely got any.
But no. Like 4 independent. Like each movie was like a Jurassic Park.
Mhm.
Like it was these crazy. I forget which the other 3, but they were like enormous releases,
Oh yeah.
and they're all on the same.
Oh, the same. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
list for like.
When you go now, you're like, oh, what movie I'm gonna watch? You
Mhm.
know what movie? You're gonna
Yeah.
watch. Back in the day, you went and you
Mhm.
went, oh shit, there's like 6 movies out right now.
Yeah.
All of them, fucking
Mhm.
top notch, and you have to pick one.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I
Yeah.
immediately thought of the
The
Class.
Yeah. Go to that one.
yeah. I guess it was 67th. Yeah. Because I know Pulp Fiction lost to Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it was a fucking ridiculous. Right there, go up.
Best actor, best picture here.
Yeah.
4 Weddings and a Funeral, Pulp Fiction, Quiz Show, which is
Yeah.
a great movie.
Shawshank.
Shawshank Redemption, and then Forrest Gump. Like,
Yeah, like that's an
That's crazy.
insane
I
line.
didn't know.
But that's the other thing.
Quiz show.
That's just for an Oscar,
yeah,
right? So they're specific. I'm saying like we're talking like 4 different blockbuster movies
Mhm.
all together being shown in the same
crazy.
fucking theater. It was mind blowing
Mm-hmm.
to think that like that's. I mean, I remember calling on the phone. Did you ever call the hotline? Did you ever have to do that? You
For
would call the
tickets?
hotline for movie times.
No, I would call it the theater,
Yeah, so we would call. There
Yeah.
was a thing that we would call and get movie times, and you'd have to sit there and
like
wait.
movie phone.
Yeah, pretty
basically,
much. Yeah,
Yeah.
But dude. I remember those days. It was
Mhm.
so awesome.
I remember calling. There's a theater by my house, United Artists.
Yeah,
That was the movie theater, and it was like this little shitty fucking next to a pizzeria, which had some of the great, best pizza in Connecticut was right there. It's a joke, Manny,
I know.
because it's on Staten Island.
Because Staten Island, whatever.
Anyway, dude, it was dope. So I
Yeah.
remember calling. I'll take this ticket movie.
No, mine was
Getting
like,
ID'd for rated R
mine was
movies.
like, what theater or what movie were you going to
Mhm.
watch? And then it
Oh,
lists,
yeah.
and you're like, waiting.
Mhm.
That one. It's like, how many tickets would you like
Yeah.
to? What showing would you like to see? And, dude, it would take like 15
That
minutes
sounds
to do this whole
frustrating,
fucking. It was
dude.
so
Yeah.
bad, dude. It was so bad.
You ever see the Seinfeld episode when Kramer gets his a new phone number, but
Yeah.
it's like very close to what's movie phone is?
Yeah, so
and
he starts
people get
doing
calling
it
him for
him.
movie times, just doing it, and he's like, "Please enter your zip code to the nearest movie theater near you." And the answer, he goes, "Why don't you just tell me the nearest movie theater near you?"
It's funny, dude. Oh, man.
So funny. Anyway, we still haven't watched this trailer,
Yeah, I
right? We
know.
haven't watched
No,
it.
we haven't watched it.
Fracture, dude.
Fracture got into it.
Fracture
let's
got
watch
us
about
in.
Freud.
Yeah, Freud. Let's go.
Professor Lewis?
Yes?
Anna Freud.
Ah.
Nice to meet you.
And
Annie.
Freud.
Good luck.
Dr. Freud.
Sit, please. Not there. That's the transformation couch. You be careful. Why would you come here to see me if you disagree so passionately with my views?
You've insisted all your lives that the very concept of God is ludicrous.
Yes.
Clash between God and Satan.
But I did not say whose side I was on. I consider what people tell me far less interesting than what they choose not to tell me.
Have you frightened off your professor yet?
Not yet. Soon, perhaps. You challenge my disbelief, is that correct?
I do.
Well done. Good. Too late to turn back now. It seems to me, Professor, you never matured enough to face the terror of being alone in the dark.
What does it mean? I'm so afraid of.
Yeah, we're all terrified. So you bury your doubts, you bury your memories of the war. But at the core of your being, we're all cowards before death.
Is this based off? This is, you said, fiction?
This is fiction. It's based off a play. So this has never happened in real life, which is very interesting to me.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool.
I mean, dude, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's the problem is it's like I want that to be him then.
I know.
You know, I'm gonna watch him and be like, yo, fucking this is the way it was.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
but it is a very old argument.
Mm-hmm.
God versus science.
Yeah.
You know, so but dude, he's like I don't know what Freud was like. I don't know, but he's playing him like an awesome,
It's
like
pulling
his
me in, dude.
thriller, like
Yeah.
he's so good.
know,
That
really
was
is.
almost, it felt like Hannibal-esque.
Yeah.
You know, like him talking through the glass to what's her face?
Clarice.
But yeah, dude, it's just like he has something. He has this like presence when you're watching him. The way he speaks, so eloquent, and you're just kind of like, you're like always intrigued when he opens his mouth. You're like, oh, what is he gonna say?
Always
What's he
want to
say?
listen to him.
Yeah, you're like, all right, he's got something to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the dude that's playing C.S.
Lewis, Michael Goode.
From what I see, it looks pretty cool.
I mean, again, like I think you really should give Watchmen another chance.
Yeah,
Because that movie tells a very tremendous story.
I gotta watch it.
And it covers decades, and it is like in an alternate timeline where Nixon was elected for a third term, and there was nuclear war and stuff like that. Like it's a crazy, like Vietnam had just happened, everything. Like it is
this weekend. This weekend I'll watch it.
I know it's like 3 hours.
That's fine.
But by God, like it is such a great movie, and he's awesome in it.
All right, I'll take a look.
He's one of the Watchmen. Oh my God,
he's not the bad guy with the cool ink on his face. That's the only guy I know about.
Oh, Rorschach?
Yeah.
No, he's not
like
Rorschach.
I like that.
I forget what his name is in Watchmen.
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. Shake Shack. Good.
Shake
Bad.
Shack.
How do you feel about Shake Shack?
Shake.
Shack.
SHAKE.
Like Shake Shack. Yeah. How do you feel about Shake Shack?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's just all right. No, yeah, I thought so.
I'm an In-N-Out guy, so
Never had In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Let's see. He plays Ozymandias is his name, dude.
Okay.
The smartest man alive. That's like his superpower. He's super smart.
Super smart.
Carl Gugino's. I mean, you've seen some of it, so it's legit. But anyway, dude, he's gonna be. I think he's gonna kill it as C.S. Lewis.
I mean, it already looks like he's killing it. Like that trailer looked that they seem to mesh really well.
Yeah.
From again that, but again,
and it's like I mean, I know the entire movie isn't gonna take place in his office, but I feel like if it did, I'd be sitting there watching their conversation.
100%. I think it is, but then when they talk about certain things, it's just gonna be like flashbacks.
Yeah, and I don't really know much of like their backgrounds, honestly.
Yeah,
I know a little bit
of
of Freud's like theories and like what he believed in, you know, but I don't know like how he grew up. I don't know like
that's
same thing with C.S. Lewis.
Well, that's where this being fiction is a little tough because I mean,
doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the reason that he's using the names is for that type of recognition for people.
But I feel like it's because they're so. I mean, they're gonna have to tell the story of them, you know, like because they like. There's a reason why it's interesting that it's them too. Like, why pick them too? Because of what they represent, what they grew up on.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
I would imagine it's
agreed.
It's gonna be kind of biographical.
I mean, he's talking about the war and how the war affected him, so that might be the beginning of it.
Yeah,
but you know, I don't know. I feel like when you, like you said, when you get to a specific point in someone's life that maybe people don't know about or you're making up, like I think it's still more of the name. Like people know who Freud is.
Yeah.
You might not know much about him, but you know that it's
Freud. Wow, Freud, he's a genius in
but
philosophy.
That's what I'm saying with this being fiction is like people are gonna go around and be like, oh, this is how Freud
Right.
was, instead of looking in and seeing how he was. But
isn't that, I mean, like I understand like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is fiction, but isn't the idea like what if these two real people
Yeah,
were in this
that's-
conversation?
yeah,
You know?
I do. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. And then that's well, we'll see if it's
Yeah.
it's a good story.
Super stoked,
But
dude. Christmas time.
It this Christmas.
Yeah.
Perfect.
How do you feel about Christmas movies? Like I never understood, nor did I ever do that.
I don't
with-
go
yeah,
on
right?
like Christmas or
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Neither
or
do I.
Even the day after.
I wouldn't say I don't go to the movie theater between like Christmas and past the New Year. Like, there's
Pretty
no
much.
time.
I have, and I will not have time this year.
No, definitely not, dude.
So, yeah, no, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, so I never
But
done
if
it.
you go, you're like the exclusive ones that went to go see it.
I know, and it is like sometimes like this movie looks good. It's coming on Christmas. Like sometimes they had some good releases for
Hey man,
Christmas.
my
dude.
brother's sitting there watching NBA all Christmas Day, so
That's hilarious.
that's what he does.
Yeah, but see, that's different because that's like I mean, I put NBA on, but it's like everyone's in the house. It's just on.
No,
you know,
he's watching.
he's sitting down watching. He's like one of those guys like, don't freaking talk to me.
Don't talk.
I don't care if it's ready. The holiday ham can
Yeah,
stay. I am
Stay-
here.
We're in the fourth quarter.
We're in the fourth quarter. It's a tight game. Celtics fan?
Dude, he's a basketball fan. I think
Oh, just in
probably, he's
general?
probably more of a Spurs fan than he is a Celtics.
Oh, good for him. We probably grew up with the
Yeah,
Popovich.
He loves
and-
Popovich.
Yeah,
he likes
dude.
he
Tim
loves
Duncan.
Gino, he loves.
Yeah, dude.
It should be good. Did you see that? I know you guys probably talked about it, but the same stats for what's his name from the Spurs? Who's the tall dude now?
Winawambe
Yeah, he had like the same
Bosh name.
stats. I think of
as Duncan.
as Duncan
Really?
the first game. Yeah,
Well, that guy from France. I mean, right? He's from France,
yeah, he's
right?
French. Yep,
He like grew up idolizing Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
So it really is a cool story for him.
it is,
Yeah.
and the fact that he's so lanky that they had to literally compare him to Michael Jordan stretch in fucking Space Jam. Have you seen that meme?
No, I have not.
Dude, there was a dunk that he put in preseason, I think, and his arm is like it.
That's
it doesn't look
dude.
real.
Yeah, yeah.
And someone got a shot from it, and then they just put it next to Michael Jordan stretching out his arm
That is so funny.
by like this much difference. It was
Wow.
it's insane. It's insane. I'll show you after the show.
After the show.
After the show.
That's awesome, dude.
But yeah.
Freud. Last conversation. Yeah, so that's it for the trailers right now, dude.
Yeah.
We're moving along quite nicely here.
Harshland.
Excuse me. So I think it's time for some VHS corners.
Yes. But
Before
before VHS corners, though, next Tuesday, we
Right.
will devote some time to Slaughterhouse.
Oh yes, we have to.
We must. We need to speak about this movie.
Maybe I should see it.
I think you do.
Where is it on?
Peacock. I got you. I got you.
No, I think you gave me the login for
Yeah.
Peacock for Twisted Metal.
I got you.
Yeah.
You know the other one that's on Peacock that I saw is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Really? I didn't know that was based on a video game.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Like I was like, what? I heard,
Apparently it didn't do good, but I'm probably gonna watch it because I want to see how it is.
it looked kind of out of pocket.
Yeah. So we'll see. But definitely Slaughterhouse. Someone please just watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch it.
Just watch it.
Just
Just
have
watch it.
fun. Do not take it seriously
I mean, how could you do?
because people are dumb. That's why.
Honestly, well, I don't know, man. I mean, when I saw Cocaine Bear, I didn't take Cocaine Bear seriously, but that was a bad movie.
It really was.
It was a
It really
piss
was.
poor movie.
I was hoping for something great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
And-
Slaughterhouse.
Oh,
Slaughterhouse is better.
good. Did you hear? I heard this woman.
This woman right
I
here.
heard this story that like a grade school teacher put on the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie, thinking that it was like a Winnie the Pooh movie.
Dude, that movie starts
And-
off so
Yeah,
violent.
there's like a bunch of fourth graders that were like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Dude, that's another one of those. That movie was like, there was no point.
Yeah, of course.
It
not,
was
dude.
like someone went, yo,
yeah.
if fucking Winnie the Pooh and them were pissed off
Mm-hmm.
that Christopher Robin's left them, and then Christopher Robin comes back,
Yeah.
we're gonna murder him and everybody else needs
Mm-hmm.
It was no point. There was no like conflict resolution. It was just
Mhm.
like, ah shit. We're gonna get killed by Pooh Bear. So dark. So dark.
All right, let's keep it moving along here.
Move it along. Sorry. VHS corner.
Actually, I forgot. Amber Heard, Aquaman 2. There's an article I read.
So here's the thing. No one cares.
Very interesting. I know. Well, because like, remember
Yeah.
when we watched trailer, she's in it, right?
Yeah.
And I was reading this article on Screen Rant about it, and I guess there was like, go figure, there were issues with her before the whole Johnny Depp trial.
Yeah.
So they cut out a bunch of her scenes in the movie. And apparently they were like thinking twice about even bringing her back in the first place for the sequel.
Yeah.
But at the time she was dating Elon Musk, and Elon Musk sent a letter to the production company stating that like, I don't want to use the word threaten,
Being Elon,
but was aggressive in like, you should have her in the movie.
Yeah.
So they kept her in the movie, and then obviously all this shit happened. And then there was like stories about like her having issues with Jason Momoa on set, and like Momoa getting drunk, showing up because of her, hated dealing with her and scenes and stuff. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad for the director because he has to deal with all this.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck, dude?
Unfortunate, but
It really is.
It's not the first time. It's not going to be the last time that
this
that we
happens,
have
I
to
know.
deal with this type of situation, or people
Mhm.
not liking working with somebody.
Right. But I was gonna say, honestly, like hearing that those issues specifically between her and Momoa and
Yeah, it
the
gives
entire
you,
movie,
gives
the
you
whole
a
time,
different.
it's like, well, the movie was not good.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that sucks that they like were kind of like forced into bringing her back because of Elon Musk.
Whatever. Who cares?
Well,
It's
I mean,
just-
I want Aquaman to be good though. You know,
it's
like
it's not going to be good right now. It's not.
It's not gonna
It's not. You need to. You're going to have to reboot it again. Really. And there has to be a whole new like thought process for it. So if not, you're not. You can't. Dude, the second
Can't
one's
do
going to suck worse than the first.
it is.
And it's just gonna, yeah, no. Unfortunately, I don't think it's fucking drowning, dude. Let it drown. Just let it go. Just let it go.
It's fucking drowning, dude.
Yeah. Just like they let DiCaprio go. Just let it go. Just let him drown.
There's no room for you here.
Just let him freeze and drown. When there's so much room for progress.
All right, that was just a little Amber Heard action. I don't know how much Manny likes Amber Heard, so
It's just yeah, no, done. We're done.
we're done with Amber
I
Heard.
don't even
So
want
we're-
to talk about it.
VHS Corner, super stoked for this one.
VHS corner.
Because one of these movies is a movie I watched this week
on VHS.
on VHS here in the studio.
Tough.
It was on one day all day, so I caught like, it's nice when you have it on all day because I
Yeah.
always play the same thing in every
Yeah,
TV
you
the whole
sta-
day.
You started at the end, but you're like midway through.
Well, because like you'll be editing and you look up and you're like 20 minutes in, and you're like, okay, I see what's happening, and all of a sudden then you get the end, but then the movie replays and you see from the beginning again, and you're like, oh, this is
forgot.
why.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's a very interesting way to watch a movie.
It's very, very.
Because you're watching the whole thing just out of sequential order.
But the good movies, it doesn't matter because you just have to listen.
Exactly. I don't want to spoil anything.
So give me number one. Give me number one.
Number one is a movie that I've seen. This is not the movie I was talking about, but it's that movie for last, actually. Number one, we'll start off hot. And obviously, I don't know if I prefaced this, but it's October, so
October.
like, we're going to scary movies here.
We're
It's
doing
Hollow Weekend,
yeah.
actually. Hollow Weekend.
Hallows Eve weekend.
Number one, Freddy vs. Jason.
Freddy versus Jason.
Now this movie again,
awesome.
2003 maybe. I want to say 2003. Freddy vs. Jason. So Tony was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Tony was prime getting into horror movies and watching shit he probably shouldn't be watching yet. And this was one of them. This kind of introduced me to Freddy vs. Jason, which was fucking sick, by the way. It scared the hell out of me because I didn't know much of these two guys yet, and I get to see them battle it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, as a kid, I'm like, wow, like Freddy, I guess, is like dominant because he's just fucking with Jason in the dreams.
Yeah.
And then there comes that point where he snatches Freddy out of the dream world, and then they're in the fucking lake, and Jason's just ripping him up,
Yeah.
dude. I'm like, whoa.
And he's like, whoa.
Finally, some competition, baby. Throws him through the fucking wood log cabin with the bales of hay and shit. It's freaking awesome,
So
dude.
good. So good.
It really is. Like,
It's
I think
it's two legends coming in.
yeah, and like, again, like when I was growing up, like that mashup, and then like AVP was another big one.
Alien versus
This
Predator.
one was better for me
100%.
because it was like, again, like the whole movie, you're thinking Freddy has this in the bag, but then it's just like you start rooting for Jason, the underdog, and he just
Yeah.
snatches him out of the fucking dream.
You're rooting for a fucking murderer. It's awesome.
Murderer. Yeah, it is sick, dude. All right, number two, We don't have a lot of horror movies here, to be honest. So this one
Oh boy.
may not be a horror movie, but it's it's tough to get through. Passion of the Christ, yeah.
Dude, the most horror of horror
Yeah,
movies.
dude, this is the ultimate
Oh
horror.
my god,
The ultimate horror, dude.
You're gonna get a lot of people with that one.
I mean, first of all, I mean the movie's got to be like 4.5 hours. Or
I mean,
something like
it is
that,
a
dude.
zombie flick. So.
I mean, think about it. Yeah, exactly, dude. You have resurrections, you have whipping, you have betrayal, whipping, dude. I mean, look. I saw this movie in theaters with my mom. It was fucking crazy experience. Mel Gibson directed this movie. It is beautifully done.
It's a great movie.
It's a well-made movie. Yeah. But when you get to the last hour of it, and it's Jesus is getting crucified now.
Yeah. When the horror begins,
dude, it is like one of the toughest things to see because it's graphic.
Yeah,
and you see it from when he's convicted by Pontius Pilate to the whipping of the on the post, and then give him the cross, the crown of thorns, and he's up there. And he goes through all the whole stations, and then they nail him, and then they stab him, and his mother's there. It's a fucking it's tough to get through. It really is.
Yeah.
Not even if you're believing in what happened or not. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
Really tough. If you see anyone, no one deserves that, dude. Not even Manny.
Not even. Manny.
All right. So
This is it.
This is it, dude. I don't even know why or how we had this movie. I've never even heard of it. Based on a true story, Deadly Voyage.
Interesting.
You ever hear of it?
No.
So, this movie, I want to say on 2096. It came out with Omar Epps.
Oh.
You may most notably know him. Major League 2, Willie Mays Hayes. House, he was in House, the House series.
Wasn't he in Save the Last Dance?
I don't know. Save the Last Dance? No.
Yeah, dude. Oh no, Sean Patrick
Thomas,
sorry.
I'm trying to say, I don't think Omar Epps, again, I know Omar Epps from those two things. I don't think he's really in anything else.
Yeah, he is, dude. He's in a bunch.
House, Love and Basketball.
Love and Basketball. That's what I was thinking. I'm sorry. And Juice, dude. He was in fucking Juice with Tupac, baby.
Oh, wow, he was.
You've never seen Juice?
Bits and pieces.
Yeah, man.
He was Q.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Samuel L.
Anyway, so this is based on a true story of a Russian cargo ship.
Interesting.
That I guess was like in some, they ship stuff from like some type of African country right across the world to the United States they're going to right now currently. Omar Epps is one of those workers for the ship that they just load. So he's in the port, he's in whatever African country, absolutely dead poor. The country, like literally driving a car with no tires on it, sort of stuff. Wins the lottery of his country, which isn't a ton of money, obviously,
but still.
But enough where he's like, yo, like, I can go to America and try to make a life for myself, like get out of the sticks.
Yeah.
So him and some of his buddies are stowaways on this cargo ship. And you know what happens? They get found out. And the entire crew are a bunch of alcoholic drunk people. And they find it to be funny to hunt these people down on the ship because they figure, hey, they're trespassing. This is illegal. No one knows about it. Let's just kill them all. We're in the middle of the ocean. No one's going to know. It's fun.
Awesome. I'm in.
Deadly Voyage.
I'm going to go find it.
And perhaps what intrigued me the most when I opened this tape, written on it in Sharpie, X-rated. Rated X, dude.
For extremely awesome.
I will say it's very suspenseful. It's a cheap movie. It's poorly made. But by God, it's a crazy true story. By
George.
God.
96. Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's a true story.
Oh, he was in Higher Learning.
96. And Omar Epps, it's a good. He's a good actor.
Yeah,
he's all right, dude.
Yeah.
But those are your three scary, suspenseful movies that are pretty freaking solid.
Yeah. Passion of the Christ. That's a
Passion of the Christ. Whew.
Scared me right out of my shorts.
I mean, it's not cool, dude.
It's not.
That's it for me.
All right, that's it for me.
Yeah, real quick. One scary movie you recommend this weekend? That's Slaughterhouse. What do you got? Like of all time, like older movies too, like Halloween 1.
Yeah, no, or a Texas Chainsaw, one of the original Texas Chainsaw. I love the original House of a Thousand
Corpse. Rainn Wilson.
Yeah. I like that one.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre gets me fucked. The Leatherface.
Leatherface is awesome, and there's been some good versions of it. A couple bad ones, but some good versions of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a true story.
Yeah.
That's what fucks you up about it.
Yeah, it's a mix of true stories. Ed Gein, which is one of them.
Mhm.
Ed Gein.
Yeah, Ed Gein.
Ed Gein's a fucked
Oh.
up story in general. The dude was just psychotic, but
Psychotic
yeah.
guy.
Well, you know what? We'll have an episode where we do a lot of like serial killer horror.
Yeah. I heard he was a big Liverpool fan.
He is huge.
Interesting. All right, well, I think that'll do it for us, right? Time to wrap up. Hey guys, Halloween is Tuesday, actually. Screen Time Halloween Tuesday. What up? We got some pretty fancy stuff going on Tuesday.
So much fanciness.
We got some scary stuff going on Tuesday. We got some scary stuff going on this weekend, dude.
So much scary stuff.
We got some a lot of costume stuff.
Yep.
Speaking of costumes, you can check us out on our YouTube channel. Comic-Con vlog is up. It's a dope ass
Check it out.
vlog.
It's fun.
It's about 28 minutes, possibly 33 minutes of your time.
Yeah.
And we're in costume. We're in a great freaking costume. It's freaking sick. I'm super stoked for it.
Super stoked.
And it's really funny. It's a great time, a great little insight on what it is to be a Downtime TV member.
Yeah.
And what it is to go to Comic-Con. So if you've ever been there, if you're interested in going to Comic-Con, if you go to Comic-Con and want to learn more about Comic-Con, check out Comic-Con vlog.
Comic-Con vlog.
And then of course we'll be back here Tuesday for Screen Time. I'll see you guys on Sunday for the Horseshoe Sportsport episode. Gonna be super stoked. And have a great Hallows weekend. Be safe out there. Watch some new movies. Watch some scary movies for the Virgin Passion of the Christ. Deadly Voyage. And we will see you next week.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.